What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael, and we have two new cards to talk about, or three actually, coming out in the Agent Structure deck. So Agents, we've covered them before. Some of the new cards in their Structure deck coming out, and here's cards from their extra deck that they're getting in it, and a spell card. So let's figure out what they do and what they are. We got Guardian of the Agents Moon. So, it's a Link 2 Light Fairy Link effect monster, 1800 attack, and its arrows are bottom right and just right. And it's any two fairy monsters. Its first and second effects are hard once per turn each. If this is Link summoned, you can send a Sanctuary in the sky or card that specifically lists that card from your deck to the graveyard. Or if Sanctuary Sky is in or is on the field or in your graveyard, you can add one the the Agent of Mystery from your deck to or graveyard to your hand instead. I kind of lost my place, my place there, like a big dummy. Its second effect is you contribute a fairy monster, then target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. It's pretty good. Adding Agent of Mystery Earth is pretty flavorful because the moon revolves around the Earth, and this, you can add it back, and then if you haven't normal summoned this turn after summoning it, then you can, normal summon your Earth and get another search card, so that's pretty cool. It's the other part of its first effect, where you send Sanctuary at the sky or cards that specifically list it, is also pretty good. Since most of this deck does list it, it's not like another Foolish Burial for the deck. That's pretty sweet. And the second effect is popping a monster can be pretty relevant. I know it's a little slow because it's not a quick effect, but sometimes you contribute one of your weaker agent monsters so you can get rid of them. Overall, pretty decent card, but we have a spell card to talk about, which is the Sacred Water of the Sky. It's a normal spell card. You can activate one Sanctuary in the sky from your deck, or add one monster that specifically lists that card in its text from your deck to your hand. Then if Sanctuary in the sky is on the field or in the graveyard, you gain 500 life points for each Hyperion and agent monster you control. If your monster that specifically lists Sanctuary in the sky would be destroyed by battle, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. So this is a search card for the deck, and you're going to want to play it. The life point gain isn't bad for the deck because one of the old finishers in the deck before Master Hyperion was one of the agents gets attack based on the difference between your life points. So you earn your opponent's life points. So that's really neat to make that monster stronger. I don't remember which agent it is off the top of my head, but there is one that does it. You let me know in the comment section down below which one it is. As for the adding or activating Sanctuary in the Sky, it does everything you want. Since it the deck kind of revolves around Sanctuary in the Sky a little bit, and on top of that, adding a monster that specifically lists it pretty much means you get to add most of the agents to your hand, or at least the important ones like Earth. Its second effect would be better if it was just destroyed by battle or card effect, but it's still a pretty decent card, and you're still probably going to run 3 of it in the deck. Alright, our last new card to talk about, and then we have some reprints that I'll just kind of gloss over real fast, is the Executor of Hades, Pluto. So, it's a level 5 Dark Fairy Synchro Tuner effect monster. Attack 2300, defense 0, and it's generic, so it's a tuner plus one or more non-tuners. It's always treated as an agent card, and its card name is second effect can only be used once per turn. But once per turn, you can banish one card from your graveyard. Then target one effect monster, change it to face down defense position. This is a quick effect if you have Sanctuary in the sky on your field or graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard to add a Sanctuary in the sky from your deck to your hand. See, they made Pluto a not a planet, and now Pluto is a dark monster, and they're angry. Way to go! But anyway, jokes aside, this card's okay. I think this one's pretty weak in terms of like a payoff. I think that if you're going to be synchro summoning in this deck, you're going to be wanting to do something else. There are better synchro fives in my personal opinion. You only really gonna want to use this. I mean, it is a tuner, so you can use it to like synchro climb and stuff like that. So you're probably still gonna play as a one or two of, just because its second effect is pretty good. If you don't have Sanctuary in the sky, so you can summon this, and then you can like start synchro summoning and get Sanctuary in the sky, so you can get your better effects online. But other than that, I don't think this card is as good as the other just generic 5 synchros, but that's my personal opinion. And now we're going to jump into some of the reprints. Like I said, we're probably just going to scroll through them, and I'm not going to talk about them too much in depth. Because, reprints are... we get different reprints over here in the TCG. So, we'll keep that in mind. The OCG is getting Christia, Herald of the Orange Light, Eva, Sanctum of Parshath, makes sense. Creature Swap, that's a strange reprint in this deck. Divine Punishment, Balance of Judgment, ugh, that card's terrible. Herald of the Pure Light, makes sense, I guess, and Celestial Night Lord Parshath. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. And if you want to send me any cool deck profiles or replays, my email is in the description. And of course, and as always, have a wonderful day.